Hey, what's going on, man? It's your homie Chopstar Jimmy, and you are now tuned into Living the Hustle Radio, hosted by The After Party. And of course, to my immediate left is my big homie, Mr. LTH. What it do for this 2013, man?
What up, Chopstar? Good to see you here.
Huh?
Glad you made it into the new year.
Yep.
I know the mix is gonna be tighter this year.
Yep.
I know it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chop not slop.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. ChopNotSlop.com is finna be even bigger this year.
I know it.
Like, of course, we added new DJs in 2012, okay? And, of course, 2013 is going to be an even bigger catalog of F-Action CDs, Chop Not Slop.
Oh, classics.
I mean, purple, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to OG Run C for making me a Chopstar, man. And, of course, it's unbelievable.
Right. So the last segment that we were in, we talked about, we ended it with we're coming back to you, and we're going to talk about female MCs, or as they're calling them now, FemCs. You know what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts on female MCs? You know, the industry, really, we don't really get a lot of them in there. So what do you think about fem MCs?
Well, honestly, you know, I respect all artists and what they do, because honestly, that's not something I'm good in, okay? So being an artist, I honestly feel as though, you know, whenever you're attached to a huge name, or sometimes attached to a label, those are the restrictions you have to, you know, go up against, okay?
Right.
So, you know, a lot of the times when you hear female MCs, there's sometimes an expectation of the listener of what the woman is going to say whenever she approaches the mic. You know, I'm not saying that there have been too many bad examples, you know, of the FemC doing that, so all the other ones follow behind. But I just think that, you know, sometimes that when one woman says this, she keeps it too personal on the record, labels expect that out of a female MC, you know, if you look like a certain, or look a certain way, you have to stay covered up, like, you know, a Missy Elliott, or a lot of sisters don't come harder with the lyrics like a MC Light did, you know, or they won't accept you as much as if you a tough woman or have a tough, you know, presence like the Brat, you know. And this is one woman who
rage.
There you go. I mean, those are women who, you know, kept it, you know, sexy, but kept it, you know, very, I guess, you know, professional. I mean, even they are rappers, but they kept it professional. But at the same time,
they were very aggressive.
There you go. And I think that when it's coming about to throwing the money out and, you know, and calling the contracts out, they don't lean towards that. And that's why you see a lot of hiatuses and absences from those kind of artists.
I remember listening to one female artist. I can't remember her name, but it was in an interview, and she was saying that basically it just takes more for a record company to put into a female MC.
Right.
You know, when you talk about getting the hair, because you got to do the hair done, nails did. You got to think about the feminine needs at that time, you know, and all of that stuff, and it's like a lot of record companies don't want to put up with that.
Sure. But
what I'm seeing now in the industry, especially with Nicki Minaj, you know, she has proven that fem MCs can still make money.
Sure.
But you're putting a lot of money into it.
Right.
Especially if anyone has seen her special on BET, you know, that whole behind the scenes deal.
Right. But see, and that's the thing, like you said, I mean, making money, you have to spend it to make it.
Right.
So, you know, they're doing everything to put into her, but look how she has to pay it back. You have to be a judge on this, you know, singing competition show. You know, you have to at least present yourself with some kind of endorsements, you know. So these extensions can bring about that in order for her to make that. But at the same time, you know, I mean, look how she looks. Look who Nicki Minaj is. Look the character that she brings off as an artist. You know, look at the personality traits that she gives off when she's on a microphone. Not everybody does that, and that may be appealing to a lot of people, you know?
Right.
Now, I mean, you have all these different personalities coming out from one person on the microphone. I mean, so many people may buy into that.
Well, I mean, they call her a pop star now. They don't even know she's not even considered hip hop so much.
There you go.
But let's talk about some hip hop MCs that are out there.
Let's do it.
We got K-Shawn. K-Shawn is one that's out there doing her thing. But along that lines, let's say we got Nehemiah Supreme, Soul Isis, Honey Cocaine.
Now, I mean, that's somebody that I've, you know, heard a lot about.
Honey Cocaine?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she's hot. She's hot. I think she's one that you want to watch out for in 2013. You got Chella H, Ailey Baby, Lola Monroe, but Lola Monroe has been out for a minute.
Right.
But, you know, her noise, has she really made any noise in the industry?
See, to me, early on, when you're with people who are just trying to make noise themselves, sometimes your noise just may not get heard. And I think that may have been her, hindrance.
So she had to take a back burner is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. And then you got Sadie Hawkins out of North Carolina.
North Carolina, right.
Now, one person really that has been that gets a lot of buzz outside of the music is Azalea Banks.
Oh, wow. Wow. With this young lady, I think that, she just got, I guess, caught up into the industry, real quick. Of course, when you build your name and all that kind of stuff, that does keep a lot of, I guess, pressure, on you, okay, when you build your name in this industry, but you have to handle it in a respectful and a mature way as an artist, going and throwing shots at somebody because they have a piece of your name and their rap name, talking bad about an artist who may not be as, popping as they were before, but they from the same area you're from.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like,
you creating beef.
Right, it's like you don't need to be doing that.
Well, her album is supposed to drop February 12th, 2013, so we are going to look and see what we're going to do with that and see if she does anything. At the same time, there are two other female MCs or FemCs that I really think we should watch for in 2013, and that's Angel Hayes.
Okay.
She's going to drop 5 EPs, she says, and her album is supposed to drop around May. And then there's Iggy Azalea.
See, now, of course, that's who I think I'm looking forward to. Only because, like I said, recently she's voiced her opinion, just stating what kind of individual that she is. Saying that, she doesn't look for advice from T.I., if he gives it.
Because she's on Grand Hustle.
Exactly. If he gives advice to her, then she'll take it. If she doesn't need it, she doesn't have to use it. She's the kind of person, like she said, even though Tip is the person who is a T.I., I'm sorry, if he's wrong, she wants to hear him say that he is wrong.
Oh, she's on that independent bitch shit.
Absolutely. And also, like she said, she doesn't run with the crowd. So, even though Grand Hustle may be 100 deep, at some kind of concert or event,
doesn't mean she gonna be there.
Be there, period.
Right, and a lot of FemCs are like that.
Right,
they don't just run, especially with the males. They just don't run with the crowd. You go do your thing, I'm gonna go do mine. But here's the interesting thing about her: she's on the lighter end of the scale, and she throws down nice. I like. She's a very good lyricist. But on that line, on the K-Shawn line, there are a lot of other FemCs that you want to take a listen to. And this is for the listeners here. Check out Beach, Eternia, Kelly Mays, K Flay, Persia, Sierra One, Baby Mac, and Tony Monroe. And the reason why I shout them out is because on Living the Hustle, we always want to give highlights to those that are grinding, and these FemCs are grinding. So you might want to check them out. All right. Now, I hope that Chopstar Jimmy, I know Chopstar Jimmy is about to lace us with some more hits, and you may hear some of these people in this mix.
Let's do it.
So, take it away, Chopstar Jimmy.
And let's get into it right now, man. Living the Hustle Radio right here on the After Party. Holla at us.